We are going to be performing. Performing? Oh, Monica. Yeah, we're going to be doing a poetry performance. Each of us is going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Ahaha! Sayori's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't actually already start these posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no, I guess, but, it's not a bad idea. I didn't sign up for this, There's a lot of pressure. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys! No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that, somehow. Sorry. I'm so sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself. Right, finding new horizons and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of a room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Eh? Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least thing we could do is help out a little bit. Well, maybe, but... Oh, God. Oh, jeez. It looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Huh. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Remember, kids, if you want your friends to do something with you, and they really don't want to do it because it's not their thing, just implement peer pressure. Because peer pressure is the solution to these problems, especially in high school. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances at everyone around the room, expecting to face or something. Sigh, I guess I really don't have a choice. Yeah, peer pressure's awesome, isn't it, Yuri? Ah, that's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh, gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, unless you commit suicide, like throw yourself off the building because, you embarrassed yourself at this thing, and then it's like, oh boy, now she's dead. Oh, good thing we did that peer pressure, huh, guys? Let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh, no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel more comfortable. Can I go next? Haha, of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem that she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is it simply, or is she just a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has this intense expression in her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Thanks. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Oh, Yuri's all fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clenches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called Afterimage of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice starts to shake as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she all of a sudden, putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed in her books. Her quivering words transformed into sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly she finishes. Everyone is stunned! Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she's bewildered even by herself. It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me after, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not like we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught off guard, so that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thanks for sharing. Oh boy. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next. Sayori hops up in the chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry I giggled. Sayori. It's a lot harder than I thought. How'd you guys do it so easily? Try not to think about it as if you're reading or reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. Just like the voices. It's your poem, not problem, so it'll come out the best way that... The way. It'll come out the way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on a paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gave it a new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone than I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Great job, Sayori. Even young Pepe liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work so well. They might need a little bit more force behind them depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everybody. Teehee. Next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little bit more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now who's next? Natsuki? Huh. Don't make me go before young Pepe. It's not even like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let young Pepe lower everyone's standards a little. Oh, okay, Natsuki. Oh, you can just screw off, Natsuki. I'm tired of you. Before I have to do it. Natsuki. It's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called, Why Y'all Looking at Me? Because you're presenting. Well, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude dissipates, or disappears a little. While she's a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken out loud. The words feel like they're bouncing up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She huffs back in her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people would be way easier. I could put on whatever face I want for other people, but when it's just my friends, it's embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope you will have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick your poem and enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll make a pamphlet so we know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poems to recite instead. That's fine, too. Doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised what you're putting in. All this effort at the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out real nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll leave for the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. All right. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through. If it's for the sake of the club and impresses Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yeah! Alright, look at the two of you. Always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Tee-hee. Jeez, guys, don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, young Pepe. You don't have to say it. Whatever. Let's just go. Let's just get out of here. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot has already changed. But today Sayori is a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. Huh? Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. Of course you were. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... Sayori fumbles with her words. So let's just say that one day Yuri asked to walk home with you. I see where this is going. What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Tee-hee. Well, huh. Oh no. Is this the choices? Is this what it meant? Oh no, guys. Honestly, Sayori, I'm just gonna be honest with you. I would walk home with Yuri. Walking home with Yuri, huh? Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? I mean, given how hard it is for her to socialize, I would feel awkward turning her down, so... Isn't she so beautiful and smart? That has nothing to do with what I just said. Ahaha, you admit it. Jeez. There's not even any point in speculating something that's never going to happen. Well, maybe, but I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me around and need me anymore, you know? Need you? Sayori, I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry. Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. If you say so. Sayori, you're the one that invited me to this club. Don't start getting all huffing and puffing and all that, because I might think that Yuri's undeniably better than you. But the conversation trails off and I feel left feeling awkward. But it was kind of her fault for trapping me with such a weird question. I can't just lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time?